Okay, good morning, everybody. Thank you for tuning in to It Takes a Village, and welcome to our fifth installment of this informational webinar series brought to you by the Guam Homeless Coalition, where we really just want to highlight the different members who are part of the Guam Homeless Coalition and all the amazing work that they do to help our community. Today, we have with us Love Geeson from Anchor of Hope. And Anchor of Hope is a faith-based nonprofit organization affiliated with the First Church of God, providing permanent supportive housing and support services to victims or survivors of domestic violence experiencing chronic homelessness. So without further ado, I'm going to hand it over to Love. Go ahead.
Thank you, Ms. Jackie, and thank you to the Guam Homeless Coalition for this opportunity to share our program with the community. Hafaday and good morning, everyone. As Ms. Jackie mentioned, my name is Love Geeson, and I am the program manager for Anchor of Hope. And this morning, I will be sharing a little bit about Anchor of Hope, our services, and who we serve. So Anchor of Hope is a faith-based nonprofit project of the Anchor of Hope Center for Families, affiliated with First Church of God, and it serves as a refuge for victims or survivors of domestic violence experiencing chronic homelessness by providing them with permanent supportive housing. And the name Anchor of Hope was inspired by the Bible verse, Hebrews 6:19, and it says, "We have this hope as an anchor for our lives. It is safe and sure and secure." And as our name suggests, our main goal is to provide hope to individuals and families fleeing from domestic violence. And it's a true, firm, and secure hope that they can be saved from the pain, loneliness, and trauma caused by their abuser and their homelessness. And we're really just blessed and grateful to God for giving us this opportunity to share the hope that He's given to us, to the community. And one of the ways we give hope is by providing permanent housing. And we believe that no homes deserve to be a place of pain, and no one has the right to be abusive. And a home should provide security and safety, a sense of control and belonging, identity and privacy. But unfortunately, these are some of the things that victims and survivors of domestic violence are deprived of by their abuser. And at Anchor of Hope, it is our mission to provide a safe place for these individuals and families and assist them towards healing well and living free from an abusive relationship. So who exactly do we serve? We serve victims or survivors of domestic violence experiencing chronic homelessness. And so first, let's define domestic violence. Domestic violence is a pattern of abusive behavior in any relationship that is used by a partner or a family member to gain or maintain power and control over another intimate partner. And it includes any behaviors that intimidate, manipulate, humiliate, isolate, frighten, terrorize, coerce, threaten, blame, hurt, or injure someone. And it can be in a physical form of abuse or sexual, psychological, which includes verbal, emotional, and mental abuse, and also economic, which is the control of money and finances, and technological, using technology to coerce, stalk, or harass. So we serve both victims and survivors. And victim is generally someone who has recently experienced domestic violence or still recovering from the harm of the abuse. And a survivor is someone who is going through or has gone through the domestic violence recovery process, including from long-term impacts of domestic violence. So in accordance with the definition by HUD and McKinney-Vento Assistance Act, A chronically homeless person is a homeless individual with a diagnosed disability. It is so homeless meaning someone who lives in a place not meant for human habitation. It is a safe haven or in an emergency shelter and has been homeless for at least 12 months or at least 4 separate occasions in the last 3 years, as long as the combined occasion equal to at least 12 months, and each break in homelessness separating the occasions included at least 7 consecutive nights of not living as described. And a chronically homeless individual is also someone who is diagnosed with one or more of the following conditions: chronic physical illness or disability, cognitive impairments resulting from brain injury, developmental disability, post-traumatic disorder, serious mental illness, and or substance use disorder. And the diagnosed disability is expected to be long continuing or of indefinite duration and substantially prevents the person's ability to live independently and also could be improved by more suitable housing. As for our services, as I mentioned, we provide permanent supportive housing, and this means that long-term rental assistance and supportive services are provided. And this is to help our clients achieve housing stability. So participants in our programs are assisted with full monthly rental payments, security deposit, and utility payments if it's not already included with their rent. And together with housing, we provide supportive services and case management to help our clients move forward in their lives and achieve not only stability, but of course, independence. And our support services include counseling, life coaching, life skills and educational training, trauma healing and trauma-informed care, emergency transportation assistance, referrals to other accommodations and programs, advocacies for survivors, outreach through food and personal needs, and of course, a Christ-centered circle of care and prayer support. And also, program participants are guided in establishing an individualized service plan. And this is where we give our clients the time and the space to determine their goals with regards to financial security, employment stability, health and wellness goals, and educational and professional development goals. So how can someone apply for our program, and what is the process like? First, we get referrals from community partners and agencies, and individuals are also welcome to self-refer themselves. And after reviewing the referrals and client applications, we conduct an intake and assessment. And this is where we meet with the applicants. We ask them a few questions and gather the required documents. And these required documents is a copy of birth certificates and social security cards of all household members that will be assisted with housing, and a copy of a photo ID of the applicant. So this could be a passport, driver's license, or GOM ID, and a certification of the disability, which can come in a form of a written verification of the disability from licensed professionals, and also a documentation of homelessness. So this would include any documents that support their homeless status, such as mayor's verification and a letter from shelter programs that referred them. That includes the date of entry, length and reason for their stay in the shelter, and reason for their discharge. And lastly, income verification. So this would include verification of employment, if any, zero income affidavit letter, if no employment, public assistance verification, such as food stamp, Medicaid, and other public welfare benefits, child support, alimony, spousal support, and any other means of income. So after that, a thorough review of the intake and their documents will be done to determine eligibility. And if the applicant is found to be eligible, they are admitted to the program. And with that, a risk and safety planning will be discussed, and a search for suitable housing will begin. So then there will be an orientation about Anchor of Hope's purpose, scope, and contents of service. And program participants are their rights and their responsibilities, which include house rules, will also be discussed. And once a client is housed, an individualized service plan will be established with the client, as I mentioned before. And then, of course, regular meetings with the clients will be done for case management. And these are just some of the outreach we've done with First Church of God and Anchor of Hope Center for Families. And it just includes Christmas serenade outreach to the elderlies. So this is where we gave them food and snacks and sang Christmas songs to the elderlies. And another one is Thanksgiving outreach mission outreach, where we provided hot meals to the homeless community during Thanksgiving. And of course, passport to services. And also we provided a baby bassinet and essentials to bless an expectant teen mother who was a victim of abuse. And we also have Hope Care packages, which include food and personal essential items. And also we had an outreach with the American Red Cross and many more. So we are a new program. We just started January this year. And, we're just so blessed to be given this opportunity to spread hope to our community. And we believe that whether the person experiences bruises to the body or bruises to the heart, the pain deserves to be heard. And if you or someone is suffering from an abusive relationship, know that there is help available. And there is hope for those who are anchored in Christ. And it is possible to heal and heal well. And there is life after abuse, and there's purpose to your pain. So thank you all for taking the time to listen, and God bless you all. And here is our contact information if you have any questions or referrals or applications. Thank you.
Thank you, Ms. Geeson. That was a great presentation. Thank you for sharing the information with our viewers and with us. And now, if our viewers, anybody on the webinar or in our YouTube Live would have any questions or comments for Ms. Geeson, you can go ahead and put it in the chat or type it in the Q&A. I'll give just a minute or two if anybody has any. Okay, well, thank you again, Ms. Geeson. I don't see any questions or comments in the Q&A here on the webinar or in our YouTube Live. So once again, thank you for your presentation today, and thank you everybody for tuning in. We will have our next session on Tuesday, the 24th, same time, 10 o'clock. Thank you again, Ms. Geeson. Thank you, everybody.
Thank you so much.